So there goes Cole in the hospital. His ship is on. Really quickly, I want to let you know, Greg mentioned that Vandy 1, the black FAA team is coming down from VX4. Vandy 1 is launcher call sign. The pilot's Lieutenant Shane Roberts, and in the back seat, the Naval Weapons Systems Officer, Lieutenant Rick Gorman, and the 45-degree down, circles, and so on. And that's how you're actually judged when you go to competition. We literally used to have a grid. It looked like we were looking through a stream of water. And we would look. And you'll see what he's doing in this aircraft harkens to that type of judgment. What's incredible is that aircraft doesn't make that much thrust. So what he's doing is, the tiny jet's not rated for gyroscopic maneuvers or spin. The speed range of this performance is 90 to 300 miles per hour. The peak altitude will reach over 3,000 feet above the airfield. Give us a look at how smooth he is in that aircraft. It's pretty amazing. We're looking around and he's right on top of the car. We're telling you hourly, which would be the equivalent to yaw S. All right, now, we'll go ahead and War Dog is going to be coming up as well pretty soon. If you have not seen War Dog fly, you will need to see that. That is one of the prettiest acts of this entire air show, and you will see why. All right, I'm going to step my mic off as it goes back to the bottom.
Little air show. They have flown in air shows underwater, including Catalina, Huntington Beach, San Francisco's Whitney, and the USS Morgan. Special performances done at Warthog Academy include racing the Smoke and Thunder jet car, jet trucks, and other jet vehicles, circling skydivers, and serving as a skydiving platform. Warthog and John even flew back out of his plane for the Reno air races. Formation with another T63 and the P51 Mustang piloted by Chuck Hall as a member of the North American team. John's climbing out down to then included an aerobatic part of the performance. one of the airshow industry's aerobatic competency examiners, entrusted with ensuring the competency of other aerobatic performers. John has served on the board of airshow events, including the Torrance and Hawthorne airfares, and assisted in organizing the Stevens Airshow and the Travis Air Force Airshow. He organized flights for the 60th anniversary of Pearl Harbor and to commemorate the Doolittle Raider operation for the San Diego Aerospace Museum. John is well known for his of War Dog. Many of the maneuvers you are seeing today are the very maneuvers that were taught to World War II pilots. The only difference is he's bringing them down low. They're not used to it. Normally, you're not supposed to start them below 5,000 feet. That's what it says in the manual for all these maneuvers. It requires a lot of skill to be able to control this aircraft in this environment safely. John's airplane Wardog is an SMJ-5 Texan built in Dallas, Texas, December 12, 1944. She was based in Orange County, California, at Marine Corps Air Station El Toro, on property known today as the Great Park. Wardog belonged to the BMT training squadron, BMT-2. The W painted on Wardog's tail stands for Walt Disney. Walt Disney designed Fernando Bull, a red bull with small wings, as the El Toro Base mascot. In reciprocation, the Marines painted Walt Disney's initials WD on the aircraft based at El Toro. When John acquired Wardog, he just restored her to her original paint scheme from her El Toro days. The green stripes on her wings designate her as an instrument trainer. In 1946, after serving at El Toro, she was reassigned to serve at Marine Corps Air Station Miramar. Later, she was assigned to the Naval radial engine with a supercharger. It's 29 feet in length. Has a wingspan of 42 feet, a top speed of 250 miles per hour, a stall speed of 60 miles per hour, and weighs over 5,800 pounds. The propeller is 108 inches long, and the sounds you've been hearing, distinctive sound, is those cockpits going supersonic. The North American T6 Texan was designed as an advanced fighter trainer in 1938. In World War II, pilots started training on the primary trainer, the Stearman, which you'll see in a little while in the vehicle red Stearman. Then they moved on to the advanced trainer, which is this aircraft, the T6, and eventually to fighter aircraft such as the P51, which you'll see in a moment in the next part of the show here. This aircraft is known as the pilot maker, and it trained more military pilots than any other airplane in history. It gave the best possible training in all types of tactics, from ground strafing to bombardment and aerial dogfighting. Some of the equipment typically found on the T6 includes bomb racks, standard banners and third caliber fixed and flexible guns. During the Korean War, the U.S. Air Force and Marine Corps used the plane as forward air controllers. And during the Vietnam War, the French used the T-63. More than 15,000 examples were produced. The last model was produced in the early 1950s. In the early days of the Blue Angels, they used the T6 SMJ-5 like Wardog as part of their tactical demonstration. It was painted yellow and called Beetle Bomb. During simulated dogfighting, the Blue Angels used F6F Hellcats to shoot her down. Now watch as John. Watch what happens. You notice the gear coming out. The military of today has bestowed a great honor on the T6 Texan by naming its current state-of-the-art trainer the Texan 2. You as he's coming down the flight line, thanking you for enjoying his performance today. Just 60 gallons he carries in the airplane. And what he does is got to give you an idea of how much smoke is coming out, how much oil is coming out.
Is it just regular gas?
As John's landing, I just want to take a moment once again to thank Queen Center Canada for having us here this year. Once again, I want
massive formations like we would like to. You know that up to 30 we cannot drop bombs, but we can simulate on the ground. Here he comes over. Get your cameras ready. Okay. How do we do this? We have pyrotechnics with Fire International. I think we've been doing pyrotechnics since last year, this year's show. They go out early in the morning. I think he's going to set up another one. Of course we can.
Do the sausage thing.
Now the blue airplane, which I believe is coming over now. No. P63. The P63 is the grown-up. It's designed so you can put engine behind the pilot and a good drive shaft running the propeller to a gearbox. So by driving that gearbox through the, you have to show two entrances, where your gun camera has to show everything blowing up the floor in the front. We're going to fly this world. Just watch you fly and admire the fact that you guys are seeing them fly so different. Go ahead, Dan. Yeah, thanks, Ron. I was going to say, flying overhead now is the C53B Sky Trooper D-Day ball. D-Day, on D-Day, the morning of June 6, 1944. And the Operation Market Garden, September 17th and 44th, carried full troopers of 106. Varsity, March 24th, 1945, the 434 TCGs on way back in July of 1943. She was authorized a budget bill in 42, and that's the first part of the bill number 42. After training with the 101st Army Division, she flew the northern route, England to Maine, Labrador, Greenland, Iceland, Scotland, and finally England. And then got assigned to the 9th Air Force, 434th. After World War II ended on August 6, 1945, she was in the country. Camera will be a two-plane formation and there'll be a three-plane formation. Formations like this, you don't too often see. They would have been flying 80 years ago, but definitely not flying until the new report. The German markings, here comes the three formation. If that blue looks a little familiar, very flexible, but the gear is hanging down, you see they're going to recover. If you get a chance, I started before and haven't really. That's the more important thing. Go up to the hangar, into the next to his name is Lawrence Lee. The little girls, they have Barbie dolls. Everyone these guys, the Barbie dolls, come in from local famous flyers. Pretty much these are the faces that are really active, and it does the little uniform for itself. Something really remarkable to do. Larry, a pretty good guy. In the last years, we've had the guys from Oklahoma who jumped in uniforms in long suits. This year that we couldn't get them. Probably they're maybe tired of going to Europe and jumping out of airplanes for the D-Day show. But next year they'll do that. See if your boats airplanes come down to be nice. Okay, come down. The 17 came out just right now. The airplane we trying to get for wheels, which you guys be out there, they didn't have fire. So if you're looking up and you see this thing hanging down below the full ride. A Noodleman F-37 autocannon, only 40 rounds, really challenging for these MiG pilots in a very fast plane, but the round speed, the velocity of these huge rounds was much slower than they were used to with the smaller caliber bullets. We still have the brains and children installed on the airplane. It'll come on, tick, and you for 680 miles per hour at sea level. It has about a 1,260 mile range. Well, I mentioned earlier it could have some drop. The MiG's giving you up to a service ceiling of about 54,500 feet and pull about 8 G on the limit. It also climbs about 12,800 feet per minute, and the wind really climbs when you feel the ocean. You might do the correlate. Contains himself and speaker. So Ron was talking about the similarity to the MiG-15. The MiG-17 looks symmetry, unexpectedly a high speed to wing loads. Other easily visible differences to its predecessor were the addition of a third wing fence on each wing. Show right. Get your cameras ready for Jason Suggs for mid-17th. Smoking on. It's going to be a good one.
Set it up for a photo pass for you. There are several acts at the booth, but when you leave here, smoke again, no photos here. Although some of these airplanes are still coming in yellow trim suites, some are white. P54's coming around again. Condor Squadron. And as you mentioned, Ron, each of these aircraft have a paraffin type smoke oil. Again, not an oil. And each aircraft has about really loud clapping sound you hear as that big radio goes flying by are actually the wingtips of the right group to come in and land. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2024 Conway Squad. Make sure everybody is safe as they come into land. Once again, coming over the threshold, Ralph Sanders. And the second pilot coming over the approach end. In number 2, Dustin Gelbar. Dustin's also the Condor Squadron president. Number 3 coming over the building side of the approach end. Eric Zine. And number 4, William Tinsley. And last but certainly not least, number 5, Stu McAfee. Once again, Ron, Danny, thanks for having us out this year, and everybody involved with the Wings over Camarillo. It's our honor to be here. Thank you for being here. We're very proud to have you guys here. And next year,